I believe it is actually time for time travel.
Incredible. And spatial multiverse dimension travel as well, I'm guessing?
Oh, you know it.
Oh,
So,
incredible.
um, just to give a little, so this is 5D chess that we'll be doing here today. We'll be going through all of the puzzles. But as I believe it, you guys have donated to go do the in reverse order. Is that correct?
I believe that is correct, Tricrow.
Beautiful. So we'll be
Yes,
doing all of these puzzles in reverse order. I'm going to be kind of quiet during this, as I have to focus on the precise puzzles during this. So Kazo, my friend, is going to help me out here.
yeah. Hey everyone, welcome to Travel Time Multiverse with Chess D5 in that case.
Yeah. So just an example, what's going out. So in a simple game of chess, you might move forward. Yeah, sure. You might move over to. Oh, actually, that's a terrible move. You might move over to here or something. You might take it, but then you could also, rather than these moves, you could also look backwards as well, and choose to go back, and travel through time to create a new to create a new timeline where your horse is now over here, and we'll be doing many puzzles that involve this sort of special technique, and we'll be doing a lot of things. This could be like advanced branching techniques where we're doing stuff to do with timelines, where we're focusing on specific pieces. But anyway, let's get going for it.
Yeah, be prepared for starting with the most difficult ones and only then ending on the most simple ones, but either way, you're still probably gonna blow your minds anyways.
All right, if we're ready. Because this is of course an inverse run. So that was a good run, wasn't it? Yes, yes.
Yeah, that was a
yeah,
very
that
good
was a
run.
very
Oh my
good
God,
run.
look at the time.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice one, man.
Time! There, okay, so we're starting out here. Oh,
Right, so here's the ending with advanced branching, as you can see here. So the way this works is that he has to create a separate timeline in order to block another timeline from being created, and in that way checkmate the king. So that was pretty much what advanced branching is. Now here we go to tricky checkmates, which is more about using multiple pieces in a really weird way, such as also creating a different timeline to create a little bit more space in between two separate boards, and then move another piece through it. Then in here, as you can see, all the pieces are moving in a little bit unpredictable way if you're not used to looking at 5D space. But the way it works is they still move diagonally or horizontally, although through other spatial dimensions. So here we are in opening traps right now, where the point is to create a situation that is essentially a bait for the opponent, and then create a separate timeline and make a move which checkmates the king in the past. Because the easiest way to win in this game, or like the proper way to usually win this game, is to checkmate the king that exists in the past, because you can't change the past already, or move the present to such a position when you can't change the past that has already happened. Or
So we've gotten to
make...
dragons now, and now
Yeah, we're now in
unicorns.
dragons and unicorns. Dragons move
Quadragonally.
quadragonally, and the unicorns move triagonally, so they
Yes.
also have to travel through spatial dimensions. Here we move into king tactics, where we have to use the king mostly to checkmate the other king.
Oh, well, we're moving into the end of king tactics. It's mainly oh, okay, there you go. One other speed tech of this game is, of course, timing your scrolls. So of course, I'm having to like constantly scroll up my list. So if I can get some scrolls in there throughout actually doing these puzzles, then I'll save time in doing that.
In here, that was a really nice puzzle where you had to actually figure out that you need to promote your pawn and then use it to checkmate the opponent.
Very much
Moving on
so.
to the beginning of starting the queen tactics right now.
Yeah.
There we go, one move, really nice. And back rank tactics, in which we will mostly use the rook to attack the, well, backwards rank, in this case, and move him horizontally, but through space, then through time, and there we go, and that's a checkmate.
Ooh. Because there are two presents at the time, two presents need to actually do actions, so it's faster technically to use from one present to the other, just so we don't have to make an action on both by instinctively just started moving on the top one.
Yeah, you move two timelines simultaneously in that case.
Yes. So there's this present bar. Do you want to explain about that as we go into combination attacks?
I find it very difficult to be able to explain it simply, but
Oh yes.
the
This
way
one's
it works is
complicated.
the present bar currently represents where the present in the chess is, so that's where the pieces need to be moved. But it can also change positions if you move a piece from the future to the past, because then the past that you currently move to represents the current present that needs to be that where you need to act in.
This is a fun one. The blocking the knight, blocking the bishop. Sorry.
Yeah, because you move bishop diagonally through time, so he moves in a way horizontally when you look at the board, but he moves diagonally because he moves to a different timeline
Ooh.
and use him to block the opponent from checkmating you.
Didn't manage to screw up pawn tactics this time.
Yeah,
Good,
nice.
good.
Alright, bishop
Okay.
tactics right now, and here it involves what I said, that
Yeah.
bishop normally moves diagonally, but when you look at different timelines to different boards, he moves in a way horizontally. That's because his diagonal is working like that through space, that it becomes kind of horizontal. It's still diagonal, but he ends up moving horizontally, I mean diagonally, through other board or to other timeline.
Very much so, exactly.
That's very similar to how a knight behaves. He moves in an L shape, so we can move two moves like backwards in time, and then one movement in in a normal 2D dimension on the chessboard. Yeah,
Very
indeed,
much
that's how
so.
it works. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Knight tactics, most of these are pretty simple. Originally, when I first routed this game, there was only 34 puzzles, and now it's jumped up in number a little bit to 49. So, of course, the run is slightly longer, unfortunately. And there are some more ones that I'm unused to being in the correct in other specific orders, so that's why I have screwed up one or two. But we're coming close to the beginning of the run. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're seeing a lot of checkmates which don't necessarily look like checkmates to you if you're not used to the game, that's because he's checkmating a king that exists in the past.
Yes, it's very much, as he said earlier, easier to go into the past. So this is the beginning of the run. We're on to the second puzzle here. And we're about to complete the first in just a moment.
Yeah, there we go, and the first one incoming.
And
that is...
actually press the button correctly. Go!
Go!
1, 2, 3. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Tricrow, and this is 5D chess with multiverse time travel. I hope you enjoyed.
Well, can I just say, I can't believe that we're starting the run with a donation as well. Can you believe that?
Yeah, oh, that's
We're
great. I
starting the
love
run
to
by
hear that.
donation. So, we have got a $5 donation from Clock District saying that less than 5 minutes in, I've already lost track of what's going on.
Oh,
no.
Yes, 5D chess is very exciting. It has got some additional non-standard pieces in it, like the unicorn, which moves triagonally, as you'd expect. Dragon, which can move quadragonally. I love the pun in the name. The princess is an it's a different version of the queen. It can move 1 or 2 dimensions at a time. Yeah, so it's quite interesting in that way. The brawn is an alternate version of the pawn, which can move any, into the front ways, but it can't move back. It's just, another way to look at a pawn. There's the royal queen, which moves exactly like the queen, but it's counted as royalty, so if it's taken, you'll lose the game. Same, there's a common king here, which does the opposite. So a king that moves normally, but it's not the one you need to be taking in this game. Well, thank you very much for this run. I hope to see you later on for Spirit Fair. And also, for anyone else who knows me, Darkest Dungeon 2 got announced next year, mid next year. It's going to be coming out, Darkest Dungeon 2. Anyway, I'm good.
Right,
Thank
awesome stuff, Tricrow. Now, after that mind-bending journey through time, space, and everything chess related, remember, folks, that we are raising money for Crisis, so make sure to get those donos in, especially, from sending it forward in time and back in time. Get everything in for the raising the money for the homeless and all that stuff. Alrighty, thank you
Very
so
much
much. Cheers to see you later, everyone.
Thank you very much.